Welcome to Stealthy Elf Productions. We're going to be playing a little bit of Pathfinder 2nd Edition for you tonight. This is session 2 of our Outlaws of Alkenstar actual play. We have our awesome crew. Let me pull up the stream so I can see. Actually, no, we're in alphabetical order of characters. So we're going to do player introductions. Let's start with Asta, because that's the first one in the alphabet.
Good job, David.
Thanks, guys. I've been trying real hard.
He finally learned his alphabet.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Rod Alejandro Gonzalez. You can call me Ali, and I'm playing Asta M. Buena. And, yeah, we're here to steal some shit and maybe not kill some people, but maybe, we'll see what happens. I don't remember if I had any character voices, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to figure it out on the fly.
Fantastic. All right. Bart.
Hi, my name is Patrick. I'll be playing Bartholomew Boltman. We are hopefully retrieving some goods today of mine that I'm hoping for and expecting and looking forward to. Steal some of my stuff and steal some stuff from a bank or something like that.
Something's getting stolen.
Yeah.
Someone promised me stolen items. Ramona.
Hey, what's up? I'm Hannah. I'm playing Ramona Loveless. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. You can find me on a couple other projects on this channel, so snoop around, see what you find.
Yeah. All right, Sugar Pea.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Blue Button on social media, and I play Sugar Pea. And when I'm not playing them, I play Cressida, who also has a southern accent. And when I don't play them, I play Amanita, who doesn't have a southern accent. Amanita is from New World Rebellion, Cress is from Unearthed Inheritance. And when I'm not on this channel, you can find me over on Tales Archived, where I play Echinacea Belrose in the Known Realms Telesh campaign. They also don't have a southern accent.
Awesome. And guys, I'm going to be your GM this evening. My name is David. My pronouns are he, him. And you can catch me here as the game master of all our Heroes of Hysteria games. That's, as Button mentioned, Unearthed Inheritance, but there's also Sansi Saga. And, of course, there's New World Rebellion. And then, like Hannah, I'm in a lot of other little projects around here. And then, I'm also in some upcoming projects over on Tales Archived, so be sure to check us out. Okay, friends. Let's do this. Yee frickin' ha. Let's hop back into it. Okay, we are going to be returning to the city of Smog, the city of Alkenstar. Last time, we came to see how our band of misfits were brought together in the smoky back rooms of the Bullet and Barrel Saloon, all handpicked by Phoebe Dunsmith due to their enterprising combination of their unique abilities and shared distaste for the dastardly mogul, Ambrose Mugland. They were presented with a mission, a task, a heist. Phoebe has employed this ragtag group to pilfer the vault of the Gold Tank Reserve Bank. In preparations, they felt they would be best served by arming themselves with some choice items from Bart's store. After giving the constables the runaround, their practice heist proved to be a success. And thus, bearing baubles bought in Bartholomew Boltman's bug-out bag, the bandits bit the bullet and bounced.
Oh,
and
nailed it.
Thanks.
Honestly, impressive.
And we are going to be picking up with you guys, making your way towards the Gold Tank Reserve to do a little bit of, as they say, as the professionals say, casing of the joint. And my friends, you are walking through the streets of Alkenstar. It's about 10:30 at night, so it's quite late, right? The seat is yours for a moment, as you now have in your possession the bug-out bag. And a little bit of time to converse about how bask in the aftermath of your heist.
More of a pre-heist, but sure. What's in that bag, Bolt?
All the good stuff. All the good stuff that you need for a heist. He walks over to Asa, Mind if I get it? Or did you get the goods?
Oh, we got the goods. And oh, 1 second. Yeah. Asta. I'm trying to remember which one of my two characters just doesn't lie.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh no! Oh no!
That's right.
One of them always tells the truth, but which you you did
so-
like the
no, Asta, you come up to Asta and he's like, "Oh yeah, we got everything right here." And then you see like he starts to sweat for a moment, and there's a flicker of light that like catches your eye, and it's the reflection from the mirror. And when the light goes away, it's Buena instead. And she's like, "Yep, everything's here. Didn't get a perfect count, but looks like we got found 20 gold and some interesting bombs and snares."
Bart
Okay.
grabs the bag off of you and goes, "Excellent, excellent," and pulls out the skunk bomb. He goes, "This will be pretty useful later. Do you mind holding it for me?"
Of course.
Thank you.
With the bag that they gave us at the bar, I can hold just about anything in this puppy. And she just slaps it like it's the back of a Buick.
This bag can hold so many bags.
I got bags on bags on bags in
Yo,
here.
dog, I heard you like bags, so I got bags for your bags.
Bart
All
takes
right.
the skunk bomb, which I hope doesn't smell right now. I feel like should be sealed up pretty well, and straps it on. He has like a bandolier of different flasks and vials, and he slides that one in and kind of starts adjusting the ones that he has and moving them around.
Excellent.
Ramona's just trying to be unseen as they walk through the darkest alleys of town to avoid notice.
Nice.
got her own costumes.
Bart is trying his best not to playing around.
Not to reflect any light.
Yeah, the metallic automaton. I think he might have grabbed like a duster, rather than his
Yeah.
fireman outfit. Grabbed his coat on his way out. Something
Hell
a
yeah.
little more inconspicuous.
Hey Bart,
Almost
would
like
you
some,
mind? Would you mind if we borrow this little piece right here? It's just a little silver piece. Feel like it might come in handy.
Yeah. Honestly, I forgot that was even in there. It must have been rattling around in the bottom for a couple of years now.
She like is flicking it between her fingers, when accidentally like the mirror flickers again and it turns back into Asta and he drops it. He's like, "Shit, fuck." I'll just put that away. Thanks.
Yeah, someone told me it was a lucky coin, but never really gave me much luck. Kind of just seemed pretty lame. So, no problem.
You can have the lame coin.
Yeah. As long as I've got the gold's still in there, right? You didn't take that.
Yeah, there's gold in there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Which
Fantastic.
twin are you right now?
The light
no,
one.
this is technically not a lie. Technically not a lie. There is gold.
True,
Yeah,
true, true.
There's definitely gold. I said nothing about a month.
Yeah.
While we are traveling and making our way toward the bank, can Sugar Pea pop the parasol and sort of lend an air of respectability to our party as if we're just like on an evening stroll?
Yeah. I think so. Sugar Pea pops the parasol, starts twirling. As there's not a whole ton of folks out, but there are a few sheriffs and constables, right? As your party passes, they kind of glance over at you. Sugar Pea, give me a performance check. Is it performance or? I'll also take
Performance
deception.
or deception or what?
Even a sort of form of stealth.
Could I
almost.
aid with performance?
You could aid with performance, sure.
Uh,
It's
Yeah,
definitely approaching the hour where there are people. The guards would be there's not a lot of people on the street, right? So anybody that does see you, the eyes do linger. So it's probably good to have a little bit of disguise going here.
yeah.
Sugar Bee, if you're looking for some for an aid, I can roll to aid. I can I don't know, that polite, gentlemanly thing where they offer their elbow or whatever.
Elbow.
Look very,
Absolutely.
Distinguished instead of like a ruffian.
Yes. I would love aid, and Sugar Pea will take your arm for that assistance.
Wait.
Man.
God, these numbers are so weird to look at.
I know.
A little lower than your
Because they're
level 8.
little. We're
Just
just little
little.
level ones.
That is a 15 total, though.
I think that's a +1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Aid, that's a
So I go from 18 to 19, but I'm looking, and my cane pistol has
+1
a
pistol.
trait on it that gives me a circumstance bonus. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Variable core. Nope, that's not it. I'm so sorry. I'm
You're
rude.
good. I like the image of there's the steam kind of hissing, and then there's the street lights catching the party as you guys are making your way. There it is. Sugar Pea, kind of arms looped between Bart and Asta, Paracel twirling, and Ramona just kind of slinking from shadow to shadow in the background.
Look like we're about to get robbed.
Oh,
Yeah, you two look like
Yeah.
you're about to get robbed.
yeah, we do. Never mind. That's to stealth. So ignore me.
Well, if you want, because this is I would call this a form of stealth.
Trying to blend
almost,
in, yeah.
Right? You're trying to blend in. So yeah, deception seems appropriate. Performance seems appropriate. But also, this is also meant to disguise clandestine activities in a form of stealth. So I can see an argument being made there.
In that case, a 21 stealth.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a nice number.
Okay. That's a nice number. 21 stealth. Guards that you pass kind of glance over at you, eyes linger for a little bit, and as you kind of flutter the fingers, they tilt the hat. Evening. Y'all take
Innocuous
care now.
giggle.
Yeah. Bart stays quiet.
Just a little nod. Always
There's
looking
fugitives
at
afoot. Be careful out there.
Oh, Matt.
how terrifying. Truly.
We'll keep
Right.
safe.
Okay.
Thanks for keeping our town
guys-
safe.
Who said that?
I love Ramona.
A bandit. Okay. They don't actually call
Okay.
you. You guys do eventually arrive though to the gold tank reserve. As you approach, the stench of manure accentuates the aura of shabbiness in this part of Alkenstar. In accord with the rundown district, the gold tank reserve looms above like a starving behemoth. The bank was crafted from once gleaming stone, though dust and dirt now cake the domed glass roof. A pathway, carved from stone slab, leads from the wooden boardwalk to the stone steps and an elevated porch, not unlike a small stage. Two small wings of the building flank for the path, each with a weed-choked planter facing the street. Impressions of giant keys etched onto the walls on either side of the entry to the building help lend an air of security and stability. And that is your description of the bank. And I'm going to go ahead and just move y'all over to a map real quick,
Oh.
just so you guys have an idea of what you're looking at. Okay. You guys are kind of approaching from this side here. So if you want to you can place your tokens there for now, just so you have an idea of like where you're at in space. But that's the description of the building.
so big.
Oh. There we go. I think we have to just quickly. Oh.
Oh no, I'm
Sorry,
so tiny.
There you go. Okay. Party. We'll kind of go above table here for a moment. Casing the joint is totally a thing you can do. You can give me the flavor of how you want to approach this. The book provides a nifty little list of things that casing the bank will glean you. Okay.
Oh.
If you get a critical success, kind of like a recall knowledge, I will give you 2 things. A single success will give you 1. If you critically fail, maybe the information may not be that trustworthy.
That sucks.
So
Oh,
keep in
boy.
mind, you all do have a hero point. Let's go ahead and you can go to case the bank, because I know that was kind of our shared objective here. All of you are here. I will allow you to do this. It would be silly of me to say like only one of you can roll kind of thing. So you can all attempt, or if you want to do the 2 people roll and 2 people aid, that might also look pretty good. The skills that I would look for here would be perception, thievery, or any relevant lore skill you feel would be applicable here.
I've got a 7 in thievery.
Oh.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Better than me.
So you might want to be the one leading the check then.
Okay. I've probably, walked by this bank a zillion times.
Sure.
And maybe
Anyone?
I've thought about the old heist, but never actually done anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't walked by banks and thought
Right.
about, robbing them, right?
I don't know about you, but every time I go to Wells Fargo, no, I'm just kidding.
Just think,
I could do this.
And so, what
Okay.
specifically are you looking into? You're doing like an investigate check?
Yeah, I would say like
yeah.
a thievery check to identify the easiest way or the path of least resistance to get to the vault.
Okay. Sure. So, again, I think if we want to case the joint as a group, I think the best way would be to 2 checks with 2 aids.
Yeah, that seems
Would
smart.
probably be the most. Yeah. I don't want to tell you how many things I have here listed as far as results, right? But I'll tell you a critical success, I'll give you 2 things. A regular success, I'll give you 1. You know what I mean? I should just tell you. I have 4
My-
things listed here. So the critical
Aw.
successes will get you the whole list of information that you can glean from this bank.
Got it.
Okay.
My best roll would probably be either a esoteric lore or a deception, or diplomacy.
My
Yeah.
my engineering lore feels like it might be relevant
Yeah.
given the existence of a vault.
Existence of
Yeah.
all the also the
The clockwork.
automaton clockwork. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because perception, thievery, or any relevant lore. So I would say that would be more relevant to me than the esoteric. Well, esoteric lore you can pretty much use for anything, can't you?
Why don't you
But it'd
use?
be like
That's the whole thing of it.
Why don't you use deception? You said that was good, right? To aid.
it's a +6.
No.
Yeah.
No. That I don't think deception would really apply here. Perception, thievery, or any relevant lore.
Oh, but just
So
to
that would
aid.
also, for the
Yeah.
aid, I would say one of those as well.
Okay.
I can aid the engineering lore with my esoteric lore.
Hell yeah.
What about society as far as like who I think I would need to talk to or avoid, or as far as guards or schedules,
Or who has the deepest pockets
people.
in town that we should be.
Like I don't know if
Or,
there's
like,
any
staff.
info of like
Oh.
staffing that is relevant. But other than that, I have
Well-
just a 3 for perception.
Okay. There is also another thing you guys could do in terms of like prepping for the heist that the
Mhm.
book has for us, and that is finding a bank employee. Right. So you could
Okay.
try. So that's another thing. You don't all have to case the bank, right? Your characters, if you want, could split up at some point to case the bank and to track down an employee.
Remind me. So this is like right after we robbed my house, right?
Correct.
So it's
Yep.
nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
nighttime.
So like
So no one's
going inside
working
to
yet.
talk to an employee, yeah, we'd have to.
Yeah. Well,
But
Would-
we could do that in the morning,
you could
One-
do that in the morning, or
and I could be like, my place has been robbed. I need to file for
Well,
bankruptcy.
I wouldn't take the option away from you guys just because of the hour and stuff like that. You could, people stay up late in this town, in this city. So maybe after a hard day of banking, a
They
late
go
night
to
at
a
bar.
saloon, yeah.
Yeah,
We would probably know
It's
where
also-
to find people in this town. I would think. I have something
also
called
have-
Streetwise.
Yeah. Sorry.
Mm.
Go ahead, button.
We have a distraction right now that might not exist in the morning. We've asked Phoebe, and she succeeded to send like officers to the other side of town last session. So that's an
Yeah,
advantage we won't have in the morning.
because they're dealing with the robbery we just committed.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bart has banked here before. It could be like a post perception to recall knowledge. It's a fucking stat. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing.
The whole
It's a whole
I
recall
can
knowledge
aid-
to what?
I can aid Bart because I have a +7 in society as well. If we wanted to do that,
Like
And
tracking,
Asta-
employee or something.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe if there's a late night person.
Okay, so you guys handle
Maybe.
society, and I'll do a thievery, right?
And what are we
and
trying
then
to?
Asta will help, I think, Ramona.
With esoteric lore.
Yeah.
Sounds good
What
to
are
me.
we trying to glean from the guard, or from whoever we talk to?
Listen, remember how my notes say vault key? It'd be pretty sick if we could figure out that.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what? Let's go ahead. Give me that society then. Let's go ahead. Let's
Please
get
don't
those
suck.
society checks and see what we get. Let's start
I've
with the
been
society
shaking you
check.
for so long. I need you to not
You've been
suck.
cooking that dice the whole time.
Come on. 17 plus
That's
7 for a number. 24.
24.
Impressive.
I think 24 just doesn't make it for a crit success, but it is a +1 to your roll here, Patrick.
9 plus 7, 16.
16 plus 1
17.
for 17. With a 17, you were trying to remember like employees at the bank and stuff like that. Well, Bart, as a businessman, you had tried to bank here, right? You'd considered it. I think we actually talked about this a little bit last time. You ultimately decided to go with a more like mom and pop kind of bank, a credit union. But when you were still considering the gold tank, you had met with somebody, a teller by the name of Byron, and Byron let slip during your meeting that he might be up for a promotion. Now, through the grapevine, though, you've heard, unfortunately, Byron was ultimately looked over for the promotion by somebody else. A 17 doesn't quite get you the name of that individual, but you do know that Byron was overlooked for promotion, and word has it that Byron has been spending a lot of late nights at a certain tavern.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll just kind of sit on that for a minute while we case the joint. But I'll relay that as we're approaching it, like, I wonder if my man Byron still works here, and kind of explain that I might have expected that he quit or he's a disgruntled employee. Not treated
Oh.
as well as he deserves.
I mean, there's nothing more useful than someone angry at their job.
Yeah.
I don't feel so
We
bad
can,
about robbing this bank.
Yeah. Yeah,
felt
real
bad?
picks on the management.
Nah. Just feel
Well,
more
I tell you
excited.
what. I tell you what, Bart. I think that Ramona can probably discover whether or not this person has anything interesting on their person.
I might be
She's
able to
very
do that.
skilled. They twirl their terrible haircut.
Well, thank you, Miss Sugar Pea. That's mighty kind of you.
Oh shit.
All right, am I rolling?
Yes, our thievery checks. Casing the
Thievery.
joint. Remember, critical success will get you 2 things. A regular success will get you 1. I will go ahead and tell you the DC now.
Take a
DC
plus
is
1 from my
12.
aid.
Sweet. What'd you get?
14. Oh no, sorry. That's my on the dice. 17.
17. Cool. Ready? Ready?
Ready?
It's a natural 20.
Nicely done.
Hell yeah, Hannah.
Okay.
Nicely done. Natural 20 is going to be a crit success, and you will get 2 things. Okay. You had talked about entryways into the bank. Okay. You do know that there is, and I'd say, Asta, Buena, or I'm saying Asta or Buena when I say that. I don't know which one you might be at any given moment.
Neither do I.
And Ramona. Ramona, you remember that there was possibly a side entrance down an alleyway. And Asta, you are able, or Buena, you were able to confirm that yes, there is a back alley. And towards the back of the bank, there is an overgrown yard that may have once housed a vegetable garden, but is now little more than an overgrown weeds that are little more now than overgrown weeds and an accumulation of dried leaves. Along this pathway, there is a side door marked staff only. So I'll give you guys a quick hit on the map here.
Yeah, looking for it.
Okay, it's over.
Oops, that was
here.
me. There we go. Okay.
Is the fog of war up for you guys, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need the back there.
Yeah. I
So
can't-
this area is the garden thing?
Yep. If you're blue, yep, that is the garden thing, and then the side door is
It's
this
back
little
there.
this
Okay.
white cube here. Yep.
The most uggo garden.
My is my token on there? Or no? Not seeing it.
Don't see
Um,
it here. I'll get you on.
You'll go to the journal tab at the top right, and then you drag your token onto the map.
Gotcha.
Okay, Hannah, you do get 2 things though with your crit success.
Right. So we
Right,
got the
so
side
you had-
entrance.
You got the side entrance. Now, the other 2. Is there anything in particular that you guys want to learn? Because if one of these things kind of fits that description, I will tell you. Otherwise, I'm also happy to just give you one of these as well.
We have an idea of how to get in, like back entrance.
Getting in,
we
yeah.
have even an employee, but like the vault, we
It-
don't know anything about. What do you
right.
guys think?
That's what I was thinking. Is
Yeah.
like, have I glimpsed the vault? Have I seen it? Do I know anything about when it was installed? What kind of vault it is?
Is it a double tumbler, a triple? Does it have a security glass?
That, all that.
Okay.
You can't use force on security glass. That's just.
I'll say I'm going to respect your natural 20, so I'm going to answer this, but I'm also, as far as like fitting it into one of the things from the book, I'm going to give you that this is what you recall is that this bank is an old temple that was dedicated to Abadar, which is a god of, I believe, a god of like security and protection and stuff. So it makes sense that would eventually turn into a bank. Right? It's a pretty solid, start for this dwelling. The outer walls are solid stonework. The dome ceiling to the main chamber, the dome ceiling above the main chamber is only slightly cracked. And each entrance has new wooden doors with simple locks. But the
New
doors are
wooden
all
doors with simple locks.
yeah, the doors are all new and simple locks. As for the vault door, very likely that one is going to have a more complicated lock, and a key would be pretty useful if you could find one. And in that instance, I think that is a perfect opportunity where, maybe one of Bart's old contacts might come in handy. But the vault door, you can expect, is definitely going to be much more complicated.
All right. Well, folks, I think I know which door is going to be the safest for us to get in there. There's a staff entrance around the back alley. On the west side.
Well, that is perfect.
Yeah, I think it'll do the trick. What I'm not so sure of is the vault itself. We're probably gonna need a key for that one unless you've got some major vault busting equipment.
I'm wondering if I might know a place where I could find a key.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we were just talking about a disgruntled employee that used to work here. Really didn't like the management.
Yeah.
Really didn't like working here at all. I think he might drink at the bar around the corner from here. Bart's kind of like scratching his chin.
I'd have a beer. Yeah, squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should head over and get ourselves a drink then.
You might have a key, and if nothing else, we could at least, tipping their hat of disguise that they haven't activated yet, make use of other aspects.
I like how
Here's an
you
employee
think.
door.
All right. Shall we?
You know the man, right? Is he more of a, and she just kind of like, fans herself, and then does a little spin, and is Asta or goes, kind of guy.
I don't know. Is this a married man? Does he maybe want to be stepping out on his
Was it 17? Who knows?
He never seemed like the picky type when I met him. I think Ida might do.
Why don't we go talk to him and find out?
Yeah.
You get the
Yep.
sense that Ramona's just really eager to have a beer.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
All right, party.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Asa.
Anything else?
Why not? Whichever.
No. You're good. Never mind.
Okay. Party. Yeah, easy enough. You do find a seedier saloon than the Barrel and Bullet. As you walk in, there's there's kind of a coldness to this place, right? Even the clientele seem to be at the same time suspicious of the arrivals of the party, but also very reserved. As you enter, with an easy glance around, Bart, you do spot Byron, a human male, rather slight build, very small eyeglasses that are just kind of barely hanging on the front of the face, a blonde hair, but not much hair remaining. Mostly, it's just kind of like a very thin comb over. Dressed in a teller's vest, and which is now like completely unbuttoned and hanging loosely over a white linen shirt that is also looks quite loose and a little sweaty. And Byron is just kind of hanging there, just kind of shaking the mug in front of him.
Okay. Asta, are you in your? I guess it doesn't matter, but
I'm in my lying body. Don't worry.
you're okay.
That's what we were wondering.
Which is Asta, right?
No, Asta can't lie. Buena, she can
Okay,
lie.
Buena.
Is Asta telling that? Or is Buena the one telling us this? Or is Asta?
Help. On the 2-guard problem.
Yeah.
Just ask a math problem. It solves the whole problem.
That's true.
I don't know about that. All of us I think immediately started thinking about it. What is math?
I'll look to Ramona and Sugar Pea and go, why don't you two grab a table? I'll fetch us some drinks. Asta,
got it.
Want to come with me? Our man's right over there. Kind of nod towards what's his name at the bar.
Yep, it seems like a good idea. She like cracks herself, stretches a little bit, unbuttons a button. It's like, all right, I'm ready.
Hey, no, well, we can try talking to him first.
I will talk plenty. Don't you worry.
All right. I'll kind of walk up to the bar, nonchalantly, not looking directly at him, and go to kind of standing next to him as he's sitting at the bar. Go, bartender, 2 shots of whiskey and a round of waters for the table, please. And then kind of sit there tapping, waiting, and look to my side. You go, oh, what was his name again? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Byron. Look over. Byron! Oh, Byron, is that you? I haven't seen you in ages.
Mr. Boltman. How do you do?
Good, not bad. I'll reach over and shake his hand. As a friend of mine here, Asta, we're just out for drinks celebrating.
Yes, it's been a lovely day. Oh, you never told me you had such a handsome friend.
Oh.
She
Yes.
reaches out her hand, gently.
he takes it and shakes it, but doesn't quite like. You can see this individual is clearly inebriated, and a little sloppy.
Just the way I like him.
Perfect.
Bart kind of like looks back at the table where Ramona and Sugar Pea are and like wink at him like he's pretty toasted. We're good.
This is gonna be easy.
So,
Yeah.
while we're, flirting him up and just chit-chatting, can I just roll a thievery and try to, see what I can get out of those pockets?
Sure. Just kind of a blind thievery, snagging what you can. All right, let's do it.
I'll
Well,
like as he's
Key,
going
right?
towards him, I'll try and like lean on and like pat him on the shoulder, arm on the shoulder and slap him in the chest, kind of distract him,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "Oh yeah, Byron here, handsome fella indeed, handsome as a devil," and try and kind of fluster him up while he's getting.
Yeah, I would say that amounts to an aid. That can amount to an aid. So, Bart, let's have you roll either. I think diplomacy. I think the approach is quite diplomatic. I could also see thievery or deception being a thing here too, or even stealth because you're trying to kind of disguise and distract him. So if you have any one of those, you can go ahead and make a check, and if you get a 15 or higher, it'll be a +1 to Asta's thievery. If you get a natural
Said
20, it'll be a
thievery,
+2.
stealth, or diplomacy.
Or diplomacy. Yep.
For some reason I have 4 stealth, so I will do that.
Okay, go for it.
I think just
Good to have in this
leaning
game.
on. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Woohoo.
that's good. You guys are killing
Cheers.
it. Okay, that'll be a +2. Yeah, cheers.
Ooh.
+2 to Asta's check, and that is an effective and subtle jostling and distraction of Byron. Okay.
This has
Awesome.
been a fantastic first hour or so, because that's a 19 on my die,
Ooh.
plus plus 5, so that's
This
24,
poor
plus 2, 26.
Heyo.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay.
I thought it was a 1 because the 1 was pointed directly at me. But I'm stupid and forgot to look at the top.
I forgot which side is up. I'm thinking, as maybe meta talk, I'm thinking it's maybe good that, like, how far away are we right now from Bolt's shop or his bar?
Ooh,
Like,
you're
other side
like
of town or like right around the corner?
not quite other side of town, but a different district. Like you guys passed
Okay.
through another district, passed through one district to get here, and Bolt's shop is in that second district.
Bart's Bolt Shop is roughly 4 blocks away from the bank based on the map that you showed us.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Someone's paying attention.
All right.
I was gonna say, give her a point.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just
Hey.
decent alibi. Like if guards were like, you know, hey, you just robbed your own house.
Your own-
Yeah, like I don't know.
Honestly,
had
we've
you
been drunk
cited
since 1 in the morning. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we've been here partying with our boy.
And in the midst of that partying, Asta, you are able to slip a hand around the waist, just ever so subtly, and procure the keys from Byron.
Oh.
Hey.
You even have enough time to kind of like, with the distraction that Bart is providing, you have enough time to almost like pad down the vest and find like, oh, it's on a little chain, right? Well, now I got to get it off the chain. And you're able to kind of take the time to find it, slip it off the chain, everything, because this dude is wasted and Bart's got him quite distracted.
Yeah, between Bard and everything, I'm just like, it's so nice to meet you. Oh wow, you're pretty strong there. Let's see, where's the measurements? I got it.
Thank you. It's good to see you, Bart. You all are so friendly. You're really making my day here.
Oh no.
Things
I
are.
feel bad.
I'll be honest. Things weren't great for old Byron, but
Oh.
with friends like you all, things are really turning around.
Byron,
Yes.
bad days made for good nights. Come on, drink up and be merry with us.
Oh, yeah, that damn Urkham Dresh. You believe they went with her over me for the promotion?
Arkham Dresh. Was she the one, the small one with the red hair? Which one was she again? I think I remember her.
Well, I'm just gonna use the description they have in the book here as an insult. That craven skint flint named that lackey of Muglin's.
Oh.
It just-
That sounds
Yeah.
derogatory.
I know.
Yeah.
Muggles is a person?
Can we say this on Twitch?
No muggles were
I no longer feel
harmed.
bad.
Sorry, Twitch. Yeah. Byron, you're really running us through the ringer here.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what the book has, okay? That's the book's description of Urkham Trash.
That's raw.
Yeah,
Again.
that's raw. So, yeah, Byron basically just going on about how Urkham got the promotion and didn't deserve it. Byron's the one that shows up early, unlocks the vault, with his special key that, only the most serious tellers are ever allowed to own or have or trusted with. And yeah, and how Urkham is basically in the pocket of, in Muglin's pocket.
Don't worry, Arkham will get what's coming to her. I guarantee you that.
Gosh. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that about that. That's just absolute tragedy, and I'm like trying to scoot away from him already. Like maybe like signal to the. Can we pass the keys off somehow? Well, no, actually, I don't want him to catch it. Sorry, I don't want him to
No, you're
catch
good.
onto anything at all.
You're good. I'll say if you want. At this point, the bartender, who has been slowly like getting to your order, finally does slide forward a
Yeah.
bunch of drinks forward to you, and say, just across the table. The table is not well varnished, obviously, apparently. And bartender says, "That'll be 3 silver."
Oh, sure thing. Here. And I'll put 3 silver on. I should have 3 silver. I had 20, well, was 25, no longer, but I had some gold.
Yeah, you had enough, for sure.
So I'll pass the bartender 3 silver, and pass one of the shots of whiskey over to Byron. He goes,
All right.
Well, I'll pass them out. I'll pass them out to each of us, all of us, I suppose, if anyone else is drinking, yeah. And
Yeah, and
Mona's drinking.
Sugar Pea and Ramona kind of
Mona's
come
already
on
got a
over.
bottle at the table with you.
Yeah.
Mona's like 8 shots deep.
Sugar
Don't
Pea,
ask how she got
can
them.
I get a perception check from you, Sugar Pea?
You betcha. 17.
17's a real good roll. 17, as you and Ramona are signaled over, right? And you can see, from your angle, you can see Asta slipping the keys off of Byron. As you guys are making your way over, you're walking past what looks to be like a poorly kept notice board. It's stained with ale and beer, right? And you do see the posters of your companions on there. They're disheveled. I mean, this isn't this is a rather seedy establishment, right? But someone has been keeping up with changing the posters and stuff like that. I think with your 17, you do see, maybe it's, you not only do you see that, but maybe it's just the place that you're in has you kind of in a state of heightened awareness, right? But there are a couple of folks in the corner who are kind of looking like, gesturing at the posters and then like leaning over and taking a look at Bart and Asta.
Okay. Sugar Pea doesn't love that. What I'd like to do, if I may, is roll to avoid notice.
Oh.
Can you do that for a group? Like, can you? No.
I would say.
Can I tell you
can
what
get the whole
they would?
group on board. Yeah.
It's not even so. What they would like to do is avoid notice as they like splash their drink onto the wanted posters to ruin the visages.
Sure.
I don't want them to be able to look at those and then look at our party.
Sure. Yeah. In that case, yeah, I think it's going to be a stealth check either way. All right. Yeah.
May I utilize my parasol, which I'll be using as if it's a walking cane, and trip over it?
Clever. Okay. Yeah.
That gives me a +2 on top of.
That's pretty nifty.
Oh my god, I am good. Oh fuck. I rolled a 2.
Oh no!
Do I use my hero point?
Is that our
Do I
bar
make a
fight?
mess? Is that our bar fight?
We don't want to be seen.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna use a hero point.
Do it.
Okay, that is better.
That
That is 14 plus the 2 for 16 plus 4 for not nat 20.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. You're able to splash the notice board. Right, water splays across. Not water. I imagine it's probably like some sort of dark ale or something.
It's a dark ale and the suds whoosh, kind of splash
Yeah.
on it, and Sugar Pea just keeps walking. Oh my goodness, I'm so clumsy.
I think you even fool Ramona, and Mona like kind of clumsily gets up. Oh, Miss Sugar Pea, are you all right? Let me help you.
Oh,
She
yes.
suffers at it.
Thank you,
And
Giselle. They purposefully use a wrong name, and they
Giselle.
wink. They wink. Yeah. Thank you, Giselle. They say kind of loudly.
yeah, no problem.
And Byron looks. Oh, nice to meet you, Giselle, and
Sugar Pea.
Sugar Pea. My name's Byron. Go way back with my good friend Bart here. Ding, ding. And kind of like claps your shoulder.
Oh, I can tell y'all seem thick as thieves.
Well, we're not thieves. That would be.
No. No, of course not. All right,
Don't go spread rumors now.
If there's any
Stares at the
thieves, it's
board.
that it's that little trickster who took your position. That's the real thief.
Oh,
That Urkham just irks me.
oh. Irked by an Urkham.
Oh, those burgers.
How do you spell Urkham, David? Just out of curiosity.
IRKEM.
EM.
EM.
Okay. I had WM. It was a guess.
And Dresh, DRESH.
Oh, Dresh, right.
Urkham Dresh.
Dresh.
Muglin's branch manager / lackey. And let's see. Let's do something fun here.
Oh no.
While you guys are talking,
No fun
while you
allowed.
guys are talking, no fun allowed. While you guys are talking to Byron here, if you guys want, now, you already know some people in the bar are a little suspicious of you, and Byron is steadily getting drunker. And if we spend too much more time here with him, I will allow him a chance to notice whether or not his keys have been taken, right? But you can attempt to gather a little bit of information about Urkham Dresh from Byron, similar to the way you would do like a recall knowledge if you guys want to get a little bit of stat block info.
Ooh. So I have a thing for this.
Oh, well, by
Um,
all means, Ramona.
I have something called Streetwise, which allows me to use society instead of diplomacy to gather information.
Oh, well, there you go. That's pretty damn nifty.
The problem
So it'll be
is,
like a recall knowledge then with a society.
the problem is I'm trying to stay unseen because like people know me in this town. So I mean,
So you don't really want to do a whole lot of talking.
maybe I could aid with the society.
What aid?
Sure.
someone else?
And someone else can lead the check.
Yeah.
I am very good at society. So
Okay.
I think maybe the vibe, Sugar Pea has pretended to be drunk and is now like leaning in and like getting very cozy with Giselle, Ramona, and is like listening to whispers and giggling, but the whispers are questions that Sugar
Yeah.
Pea then like asks in a more public facing manner.
Yeah, Ramona's like leaning with her arm open and kind of slit her. The hat is fully covering her face.
The hat and the scarf, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't even see Ramona's mouth moving.
Um,
Okay. All right, let's get Ramona's check and then Sugar
so
Pea's
roll
check.
to aid.
Roll to aid.
Don't fuck me. Not been fucked.
I think it'll still.
15 plus 7.
Yeah, 15 gets you a +1, right?
15 gets a +1.
So I'm
21.
ooh. So I'm like, ask about this. Ask about.
Oh, you're so funny, Giselle. So, what color hair did you say she had? And you said she got it dyed where? And then they're like getting, just random details along with whatever it is that Usta's looking for.
Oh, you're good.
Perfect
So-
physical description, please and thank you. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, but we'll go mechanical a little bit here. So this will be like a proper recall knowledge on Urkham. You said your result was, what was the total?
21.
21 is a success. You can get one thing from Urkham's stat block. Or if you just want information about the individual themselves, that's also fine. You can basically ask any question you want about the creature.
Creature.
The person.
I know.
The-
It's just,
the stat block.
we're reading.
So
Yeah.
the options are like vulnerabilities or what
Yeah.
are the options?
Yeah, if they have any sort of like special abilities, if you want to know like their lowest save, AC, HP, class.
What would they consider to be
features.
their ideal date?
Yeah, you can ask that too. Like, I'll count that.
Let's
April 23rd.
go with. Man, we're
April
level 1.
23rd is my ideal date.
Anybody?
At level
Know what that's
1,
from?
I think the thing most likely to fuck us is special abilities.
Mm,
I'm gonna say special abilities.
okay. Special abilities. I'm just trying to see which one I like.
I got wall smeared at level 1 and diggity died before
I've been wall smeared
Okay.
before too.
There is a special ability. Urkham has a silver shower shot. So Urkham can initiate a silver shower. Once per round. Well, I don't know if I have to tell you. Like, yeah. Throws 2d6 silver pieces into the air, potentially distracting the target. Urkham will get to make a feint attempt, and then we'll basically get a bonus to the next attack, next pistol attack. So you also get to know from this that they also have a pistol. I'll just read it verbatim. Frequency: once per round, effect throws 2d6 silver pieces into the air, potentially distracting the target. Tresh makes a deception check to feint against a creature within 30 feet that can see her and which she can see. If her flintlock pistol is loaded, then Tresh can make a ranged flintlock pistol strike against the target.
Wow.
That is so wasteful. You know, Byron, you're right. You'd be
Throws
much
money
better.
around
Yeah, absolutely wild.
and shoots people. I can't.
And shoots people. Yeah, that one
That's
too.
pretty common in this town, actually.
I know.
Unfortunately, what is this town coming to?
Money and murder, that's all I see nowadays.
That's why it's nice that we got people like Ambrose Smuggling and Sheriff Lovelace out here doing their part, cleaning up this city.
Indeed. Just the greatest kind of people, taking care of the little people.
Indeed.
Can I ask the bartender for something?
Sure.
I want to give them 1 gold piece and say, hey, my friend here had a really rough day. Here's 1 gold to make sure they forget this evening. Give them a night they won't remember, you know,
Snort.
out of kindness.
Roll me a diplomacy
deserves
check.
That's great.
I mean, a gold piece is like
I've got to give you a
Sounds
gold.
good.
an
Drinks.
amount of money.
It's gonna
That's a
lower
lot
a
of-
DC. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got what, like 5 drinks for 3 silver?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. And I have 5 gold pieces that I just got out of nowhere, so might as well.
Just got out of nowhere.
Well, I
Right?
know
Yeah, I don't
where
know.
It
it
just
is.
appeared in my
Out
pocket.
of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know where
Crazy.
it came from.
That is a 20.
20. Okay. You pass it over to the bartender. A rather unkempt looking human man. He's got kind of a dirty apron on, sleeves rolled up, and you can see numerous tattoos and scars, right? Clearly he's had a rougher history, right? And as you kind of pass the gold over, right, it looks over at you, and from underneath a bushy beard, all right, even bushier eyebrows, kind of arches the eyebrow. It looks at the coin, and then smiles at you, and with a gapped tooth grin, and there's just like a golden tooth as the bartender looks and says, "I can do that."
Buena is, pretty content, and with that, but her mirror starts to like wobble, and she kind of gets out the side and it's like, and make sure he, stays safe for the night. As anyone who's looking can see like a little picture of Asta in the mirror just kind of slapping, like, come on, let me out.
Put me in, coach.
Uh,
Okay. All right. Well, guys, I think we've interfered with Byron's life enough. If you guys are
For now.
satisfied with it, for now, okay. I will.
I want to make
leave
him
you
the manager, the
opportunity-
regional manager. He deserves
real-
it.
That's right. We're gonna get him that promotion while we're at it.
Hells yeah.
Well, I think this is a good spot for us to hop out for break. But I just want to check with you guys. Is the plan to head back to the bank? Or
Hells yeah.
do you want to head back to the Barrel and Bullet, rest for the night, and then proceed in the morning? And like
Yeah.
as Sugar pointed out, you do have an ongoing distraction at the moment. So
Right.
I have
you
nothing
what.
that I need to make up, like nothing that I need to heal or repair or get
Yeah.
whatever for tonight. So I'm ready to
Well-
go personally.
Well, let's
also-
decide. You guys can decide on break, and when we come back, we'll jump into it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you've enjoyed it. This is a good time to go stretch your legs, get a drink of water, let your dogs out, and we'll see you in 10.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shh. We're in. Hi.
Hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Stealthy Elf Productions. We're continuing session 2 of our Outlaws of Alkenstar actual play. Our band of misfits, fugitives, criminals. Well,
And a
they're about to rob a
clockmaker.
bank. Yeah, and a clockmaker, and a barber. They're about to go and rob a bank. So let's see how this all plays out. Friends, let's get tactical here. You guys have the key to the bank. You have keys to the vault. You have an entrance. How do you want to approach this?
We activate our hats of disguise.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's head up.
Ooh,
We look like bank.
Head up.
Can we choose what we look like?
Yeah, as far as I know.
I want to look like Urkham Dresh,
Mhm.
based
don't know
on
what
the
Urkham
description that we
Dresh-
got.
Based on the description? Alright, you'll roll me a 20, and we'll see how close you are. Just a flat d20.
Just a flat. Can I use a hero point on a flat roll?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Here
do
you go.
that. All right, that's a 17. 7 to 17. There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
17 on a scale of 20 is pretty good. I said based on the description, I mean, you can't be sure, right? I think the only one of you that might have had interactions with Dresh would potentially be Bart. Bart,
Yeah,
I think
it
maybe you
looks
could
close
have.
enough.
Yeah,
Close enough.
close enough.
We're not going
It
for
looks like it in
perfect
the
here.
dark.
Kinda, like, hair's a little darker.
It's nighttime.
Nose isn't quite like that. It's yeah. A little shorter. Not so thin.
Keep in mind, these are once per day uses.
Mhm.
Oh, how long
So
does
you're
it
locked
last?
into this. Activate 1 minute.
I guess
level
I have it right here.
illusory disguise, 1 hour.
1
Does
hour.
it refresh like after
Yeah.
24 hours or after a long rest or after like the stroke
Yeah,
of midnight?
after 24 hours.
Okay.
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 I will
Okay.
disguise myself. I'm gonna tip my hat and disguise myself as are the automata like same shape? Same like
they're
close enough
humanoid
to be to
configuration.
disguise?
Yeah, I mean, you could totally try to look like one.
There's some limitations in the illusory disguise spell, so I just want to
Yeah,
make sure.
what does
Up
this
and up.
spell say?
It says same body shape, roughly similar
Yes.
height within 6 inches, and within 50 pounds.
Yeah, I would say that tracks. I mean, they're machines, so they're probably a good bit heavier than like a flesh person, but
Okay.
Think I could do an automata?
Oh,
you would have no problem doing
maybe
it.
you should do that. Should I do something else?
Up to you guys. Here, this is what they look like.
Oh.
Sugar Pea is going to, in response to Ramona tipping her hat, give a little curtsy, and then when she comes up, she's Byron,
Okay, nice.
holding Byron's keys.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what? Let's fuck around. I want to be the sheriff.
Yes.
Oh, you
I
like
want to be
Ashley
my
Loveless?
nemesis. Yeah.
Get it
Hells
going.
yeah, that's what's up.
Okay. That's good. Okay, so we've got Urkham Dresh. We've got one of the Clockwork Guards. We've got Angelique Lovelace, and we've got Byron. Oh, okay. With the keys to the staff entrance, that's a pretty good cover, guys. It's a pretty good cover. Okay.
Do
I know
all...
we said earlier that there's
Sorry, do
no
we
party
need to
avoid notice,
roll?
but this is pretty good for a party. Not yet. We'll do checks and stuff as they come up.
Okay.
Okay. So, you guys go in through the back entrance?
Yeah, I think we're sneaking around back alley.
Okay.
Yes.
We're definitely having like a air of we belong here.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
We're just a little drunk, but not too drunk.
Forgot some
Not too
paperwork.
drunk.
We got yeah. What's our
Reveal
cover
area.
story? We got some paperwork. We got
Angelique wants to get into her vault, and she requested a private escort.
Of course.
No one will ask questions. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay, let me just grab the description of this room for you. Where's the description of the room? There it is. Okay. Sugar Pea. You set the key to the lock, and with a satisfying and very easy turn, it slides open. The door doesn't creak. It's a new door, as we mentioned. So you step in, and you step into a darkened space. There are currently no lights on in this room, but you find, as you all look around, the light from the outside kind of spilling into the room with you. You see a scratch-stained round table stands surrounded by mismatched chairs in this cramped room. A series of tall cabinets line the southern wall near a door to the west, which is the door you're coming in from, and immediately the smell of fish emanates from one of the cabinets. A door to the north wall leads to the teller stations, it seems, and just west a pair of identical doors to water closets. Or bathrooms for us simple folks.
A simple folk.
We should check the bathrooms.
So this is the break room, essentially, that you guys have made your way into.
Ramona's gonna go
the
in.
water closets.
Ramona's gonna
No water.
go in guns blazing, like holding a pistol, kicking
Wait.
down a bathroom door.
So,
Madam Mayor,
Wait.
please. Please.
yeah, you're just guys as loveless, just
I'm
kicking
the
down the door.
sheriff.
Madam Sheriff, please.
Okay, you kick down a door.
Anybody in there?
Now this is obviously not stealthy, right?
You can't
No.
kick down a door very stuff.
No, you can't do
Yeah,
that stealthily, can you?
Sorry.
Okay. You kick down the door, right? Crash! It snaps open and you look inside. It is empty.
Next door.
Guys, go ahead and place yourselves on the map for me real quick. Hang on.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to know where where tokens are at.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
become,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
This is
Yeah,
important.
Yeah.
I might have just blown it already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, feel free to stop me. Ramona's kind of a wild card.
Well, we're here now.
We're doing it.
Okay, so this is where we're at. You kick down the door. Can I get perception checks from pretty much everybody in the room minus Ramona, actually, because you're kicking down doors.
I'm
You ain't
not
hearing shit, but-
perceiving. I'm just kicking.
Fucking 5.
You're,
Stop rolling with them.
you're the furthest back in the room, so yeah, you don't, you're still just kind of entering. You're taking in the space. The smell of fish, man, it is obnoxious.
That is nauseating.
They
Got
are
a true
confused by
tweener?
that.
Me
Got
too.
a 15.
15.
15. Roll a 10 on the die for a true tweener.
Okay.
Also, are you saying the fish is coming from the toilets? Because that's horrendous.
No, the fish is coming from a cabinet.
Okay.
Cabinet.
Sorry, I heard you said cabinets and then water closet, and I thought you were saying. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Bart, what'd you get for perception?
A 10.
10. Okay. Asta, you were the only one that catches it. There is a flash of light that spills underneath the door to the north.
All right.
And I think with a 15, I'll also give you hear a mechanical whirring, like perhaps maybe some sort of metallical biped taking steps in a direction that might be towards you. I don't know, it's behind the door. But with a 15, you're suspicious.
I quietly say, "Shh, hide," and kick Ramona into the toilet room.
All right.
Are we hiding?
Yeah.
Yep, but
We're
yeah,
all
Sugar Pea's
going into
never
the
done anything
stall.
like this. They're
Yeah, there's
gonna
two
do.
stalls. Could be plenty of room.
There's 2 stalls. You guys
Okay.
can hide in the stalls.
I will try and hold the cake door in upright.
Okay.
Set it in place and hide behind a stall.
Okay, perfect.
Mona's crouched on the toilet, feet on the
Okay.
toilet bowl.
You guys all pile into your respective stalls. You hear the door handle in the other room. As the door swings open. You hear mechanical footsteps moving into the room. From behind the door, you're not totally sure how far, but you do see as light kind of spills under the stall doorways, kind of illuminating you guys from the bottom, from underneath. What are your stealth modifiers? So, Patrick, when I'm asking for your stealth modifiers, what I'm going to be doing here is setting your stealth DC, which is 10 plus your modifier. So you can also just give me your stealth DCs.
My
It's
modifier.
17.
Okay, so 14 would be your stealth DC. So, yep, 2e doesn't do a whole lot of contested checks. They just kind of do like contested against a creature's DC.
Yeah.
+5.
Okay.
Same.
You also get a bonus as well, Button,
From
your parasol.
so +7, so 17.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 for me as well.
Okay. So let's see. In stall 1, we have a 12 and we have a 14 and a 17, right? Okay. And then in stall 2, Asta, what was yours?
15.
15 and a 17. Okay.
Oh, can I do something really fast that will help with this check?
Sure. Go for it. What you got?
Just to be clear, a +5 is a 15, right?
A +5 would be a 15. Yep.
All right.
I reach into my pocket and pull out the Quicksilver mutagen that I believe Sugar Pea gave me. Yes? No?
No, I think Bart.
Bart, I did.
Bart? You did.
Yeah, Bart.
Thanks,
it.
Bart.
Yeah, Bart's our alchemist.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Chris.
I've got I've got a couple alchemical things I can do, but not the same.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna chug that. It gives a bonus to stealth checks. An item
Okay.
bonus. Gain the listed status bonus to speed. The bonus roll is +1. Okay. So yeah, so I'm up at 18 now.
18.
And the duration is 1 minute.
Okay. You all kind of prep yourselves against the walls, the doors. These stalls are not exactly built with a lot of cover inside of them. You hear the footsteps of this automaton, this clockwork automaton, making the rounds of the room. All right, as the entity kind of moves through the space. Did you guys leave the door open?
Bathroom
We shut
Bart's
the-
holding the door closed.
The
stall
staff
doors?
only door. No.
No,
Oh,
not
we
the, not
would've
the.
shut that.
You would have shut that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking. Just wanted to see. Okay. Okay. There's a series of heart-pounding seconds as this entity is kind of stepping its way through the room, and as it makes the rounds, it gets closer now to the stall doors, and the light gets brighter. But after a moment, you hear the familiar creak of the door. It does not check the stalls, and it continues on its way. I rolled a natural 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
now
I
we know
didn't
there's
beat-
someone.
As I didn't beat a single DC.
There's a thing in that room. Didn't we have an alarm strategy for these guys?
We know that they have an alarm on them that reaches out to 500 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
So we were not an initiative or anything, right? But I feel free to approach this mechanically and stuff, and however you guys want to.
Sheriff, you need to be a little more cautious. We're here to make a very quiet withdrawal. We're not here to cause trouble.
yeah. Sorry, kind of forgot. I may have had one too many at the bar.
Well, the toilet's right there. Why don't we get rid of those and get on, and we can get on our way.
Okay. Just kidding.
Ah, gosh, I didn't think that'd be so quick. All right.
Why is my camera so blurry?
Yeah.
Please.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's been doing it all night. Okay. So
So we know there's a automata in the next room over.
Mhm.
I want to look at the book on the table. Is the book significant at all?
Don't believe so. Nope.
Check.
Doesn't have a.
Yeah, check.
Oh,
Sound
actually, you know what?
ledger.
It is. Hang on.
Oh.
It is a basic crafter's book.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
I'll grab it
Not
and
dip.
toss it
Put it in the
to Sugar Pea.
thank you. And they put
Found
it
that
in the bag
interesting.
of holding that was also given to them by
You could look
Oh, it's
around the
being
room for
feed.
stuff too.
What's that nasty smell?
can I make like a crafting check to see if there are any sort of like traps or like wires or something
Alarm
in this
systems.
space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I would say that would make sense. But for sure.
Cracked. It's a bummer because it was almost a 20. 11 plus 7, 18. Do I get anything for having... 1 second, sorry.
No problem.
I'm seeing if I have any item bonuses.
I'll say 18. This space in particular seems all right. Nothing, no like traps or anything. But I will keep that 18 in mind.
Plus 1 for my repair
19.
toolkit, so 19.
19. Okay. I'll keep a 19 in mind. Okay. So right now, looking at it, do you guys want to go ahead with that approach then of trying to act like you own the place?
I
when
mean,
seen, yes. I want
Yeah,
to be as
only
stealthy
if
as
seen.
possible until seen.
because we can't change
Stealthy
our
as possible,
voices, we'd
until-
still need to
Okay.
roll deception, which is not great for me.
So you can.
I don't think we should sneak around looking like Scooby Doo, but
Sure. So, we can have one person like try to do recon on the next room or something. Like glancing around it, glancing underneath the door or something.
That
You
might
could
be
also
smart.
look around this room, or however you guys want to approach it.
could we
Those are
crack the
ideas.
door open and use my mirror like an actual mirror and just see what we can see in there?
Yeah, I would say so.
Nice.
Go ahead, roll a perception check.
All right. Hey, that's pretty good. That's a 20.
20. Let's
Fire.
see here. And give you a reveal.
This is terrible, but I'm thinking of Scary Movie 3. When they hold the mirror under the door, the aliens.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep, I do know. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, it looks like you open. Let me do this too a little bit here. There's a little wall there. It looks like you are behind the teller desk.
Okay.
With your perception check, you also hear the footsteps of the machine down the hall towards the east, towards the right.
okay. So
And
the
there's
way
no
the door kind
door
of
on this
opens.
wall.
No door on that wall, no.
I imagine it's probably we have to go behind the desk, and then there's a different door to the vault area.
it looks like we might be able to hide behind the desk to avoid the automaton, but it might be we might have to be quick about it.
Who's the snakiest among us? I go first.
Snakiest?
Definitely not me.
I mean, it might be you, Ramona.
At least.
Or is it me?
Might be you. I think with
Seven?
the parasol.
Oh, you got your
Well,
parasol.
my total is a +7 with the parasol.
Okay, so why don't you and I go out first? We got the same mod. So I think Ramona looks at everyone and goes, "We ready? Need a snake?"
You betcha.
Get a silent nod from a very nervous-looking Sugar Pea.
Okay.
Oh, and I actually
Let's-
have a +1, so +8 to stealth right now because of the mutagen.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's go ahead. I think here we're gonna pop into initiative, mostly because that'll give us the ability to kind of track turn to turn what
Mhm.
folks are doing and how we're gonna, adjudicate checks and stuff.
Sure.
So go ahead, place yourselves on the map, whatever square you want within that room that you guys are currently in, and let me just select the tokens and get a turn order set up here.
Hey, that automaton wasn't there a moment ago.
I know I needed to put him there just to get him in the turn order. Actually, I can't even do that, so I'm just gonna do this.
May I use stealth for initiative, David?
Yes,
Thank you.
you all use stealth
Nice.
because you are all currently trying to be stealthy, but I would also still take perception. Or if you want to make the argument for another particular thing, just keep in mind you're probably gonna have to kind of do that thing somehow for me.
I'm using a hero point for this. Or should I
Oh,
save
are
it?
you now?
It's just initiative, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Rolled pretty low on initiative myself.
I rolled pretty well on initiative
Great.
myself.
I
It's
rolled
okay.
Ramona.
That's okay because we're
What'd
not
you get?
attacking anyone yet. 12 total.
Total for Ramona. Not 120. I don't know why they kept the 0. Sugar Pea,
I'll
what'd you
take
get?
that.
10.
Okay. Asta, what'd you get? Or Buena.
A ladies 7.
Oh no, we're doing great.
Bart, what'd you get?
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
rolled a 12 plus 4.
Hey, Bart for the
Hey.
win.
Bart.
You know, we had really fire rolls until we said roll for combat, essentially, for
Yeah.
initiative, and then I started going down.
Roll the
We
dice
started
roll.
heisting and we were like, oh wait, what do I do with my
I don't know how to
hands?
do this.
Okay, so going up first is going to be the machines, who got a 27.
Oh god.
They rolled really well.
Shit.
You guys who are so Sugar Pea and Ramona, from up where you guys are at, you can hear easily the steps through the hall behind, and then you can see kind of like a flash of light. As you kind of peer around just a little bit, Ramona, obviously being smart when the flashlight goes, just for ease of description here. The creature kind of like moves forward a few steps, stops, and then the head just kind of rotates 100 or 360 degrees, and this light that's kind of embedded in the faceplate just gets a chance to shine as it kind of like scans an area.
Okay, and
that's its turn.
Okay. And where is it positioned? Can I see?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and open up this room. Where is the fog of war thing? Okay. Yeah, fog of war is fun up until it gets to be like just cumbersome.
Yeah.
After a while. Okay.
Cool.
So, you see that you are behind the teller desk. Now, the other thing you can see, because the map kind of reveals it, that giant white thing is the vault door.
The vault door.
The
It's
vault.
open.
It's not actually open. That's just the way the map is set up.
Okay. I was like, we don't use the key.
The vault is not open.
I thought something else was going on.
These maps, I think that would be fun. But yeah, no, the vault is not actually open.
Okay.
But you can, as you kind of peer around, you do see that yes, it is actually the room next to the one you are currently in.
Okay. So I'm gonna oh, sorry.
Well, it's Bart's turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Bart, you are the first now. If you have something you want to do, you can feel free to do it. Otherwise, you can also delay your turn for free until something happens. But just keep in mind, if you don't use it within the round, you do just essentially lose the turn.
And then would I be back at my spot at the start of the round? Or you fall back in the order?
You would fall to wherever you delayed your turn. Yeah, so you'd basically be, if you delayed your turn for the entire round without taking it, you'd just be the last one in the round. Hannah, your camera's being weird. You're just a plus sign.
Oh no.
Oh.
It done disappeared.
You're so positive.
Wow.
So, yeah, Bart,
Wow.
you have 3 actions that you can dedicate as you wish.
So we are behind the teller desks. Are there can I see out into the main room, like over the teller desks, or are they shuttered?
You'd have to roll a perception check, but from where you are standing, you could potentially see. Do you have dark vision?
I believe I have dim at low light vision.
Okay. As the automaton's searchlight kind of passes through, it does illuminate the space. There are bars, kind of separating, protecting the teller from customer kind of thing. Right. But yeah, you can see over. You can see through that into the room ahead, into the lobby.
Okay.
Right. But I need a perception check from you.
All right. Is that an action or no? Free action?
Yeah, that will cost an action.
All right. So I will perception check. So +3.
Okay. +3.
16. 19.
19. 19's pretty good. Okay. I'll give you. Okay, roll 20. We just had this conversation. Reveal.
Kind of creep up and peer over your shoulder.
I'm gonna kind of give you this half. There is another
Oh shit.
feature over here. You just catch, as you're peering over the shoulder, you just catch the light, kind of reflecting against the wall.
But this is a wall, though, right?
That is a door and wall. Yep.
The white is
Here,
the
I'll give you the description of the room. So this is room A2. The bank interior. So, worn stone floors and threadbare furniture define the aesthetic of the establishment. A central wooden table crosses parallel to the main doors, creating a barrier between those waiting for a teller and a long wooden half wall, bisecting the room into the north and south. Iron bars stand atop of this half wall and reach nearly to the ceiling, ending in sharp points. Now, you can imagine that the sounds of business would normally be carried in an echo throughout this large chamber, but you guys are here at night, so that's not the case. The southern half of the room consists of the teller stations. There is 2 wooden doors flanking a large vault door, about 6 inches up. So I just kind of revealed there's also a door over here. This is the second wooden door, the one that you guys are at. Okay. And then there's another wooden door over here. Single windows, hallway, double windows, and north south. Yeah, that's basically the room. Yep, so this is that long wooden table that kind of divides the room. This is the teller desk, and all along, where is my pointer ruler mechanic? All along this here is like metal bars that kind of go up towards the ceiling and end in spikes, separating the teller desk from the clients. Hannah, your camera's still off.
Yeah, it's gonna be off. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
Apparently my phone died even though it's plugged in.
Oh
Yes,
no.
I'm using my phone camera.
No.
I don't have a webcam down here.
You really killed your phone while it was plugged in.
I sure did. I'm still here though, folks. Don't you worry.
Poor Hannah.
That's all right.
It's okay.
That's all right. I'll get to see you more soon.
Wouldn't you like that?
Why is that weird? Why is everybody laughing like that?
I
Was
think
a
it's
weird
funny
thing
because
to
people don't know
It
that
was
we
just
live
cute.
together.
It's just the way that it was said to me.
I just thought it was goofy.
It
In
was
a
like-
cute way.
Just
All right.
you.
Mark, use one action to perceive into the room ahead of you. All right, you have 2 actions left, and actually, I'll give you one more little thing here with the perception. Just because this guy, that robot, also lights up. That automaton also lights up this room. There you go. Looks like there's another door over here.
Okay. I'm going to hold. I'm going to pull out my sling and load it with a shot. Maybe. Actually, I don't think I need my sling. I think honestly, I just need to pull a slingshot out of my pocket, and I'm gonna ready an action to throw it through the bars of the teller desk to make a distraction if I need to.
Ooh,
I
like
but I think maybe we should watch the robot for a couple more seconds and see what he's about to do. The automaton, sorry, robot's a slur for us automata.
Yeah, I was thinking so. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page with that. Okay. Yeah, that's a clever move. Okay. The wait and see how they move, what the patrol pattern is.
Yeah, I gotta get the patrol patterns, dude. It's
The
a
pattern.
classic.
Gamer.
Yeah, gamer move. You gotta recognize the patterns.
Okay. All right. Ramona, you are up with Sugar Pea on deck, followed by Asta.
Okay. Mona will hold until the automata moves towards the distraction.
We get a cone for their vision, like it's Metal Gear Solid, just so we know exactly where we can sneak in.
Yeah, like is he facing away to where it's safely kind of like step
Yeah.
out into the?
I don't know if
He's
I
in
could
my-
put a cone on them, but they definitely have like light beams that are basically would be their vision, right? Like ejecting from their spotlight faces.
Have you guys ever played Sly Cooper?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like I'm envisioning those lights.
Is it where you
could be
avoid the light?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so stressful. Reminds me of Spider-Man.
Oh,
There were
like a
some like
spotlight.
scenes where you had to avoid the spotlights.
Mm-hmm. So
So yeah.
real quick, I know yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, because
Ramona-
basically, because Bart, you're creating a distraction, right? You're creating a diversion.
Not yet. I'm holding a rock until like, because I don't know that I want to be. I mean, I did Well, I rolled initiative, highest initiative, but
Yeah.
like I don't know that I want to, because right now I would have to burn like both my actions to get like out here to peer in that door, and I don't really want to do that.
So what I'm thinking is, and maybe I'll just do this, I guess, is to throw like a distracting something object basically over here or towards the door to create a diversion, make it walk over there and look at it, and then we all sneak past behind.
Okay. All right.
Well,
yeah, that sounds.
Yeah, but I also want to still advocate for Bart's idea as well of like maybe seeing how they move first.
Okay,
Like, give
sorry.
them a
I'll admittedly, I was trying to work on the camera while you were taking your turn, so I didn't totally hear what what you said.
All right. Yeah. We'll just wait for. We're gonna wait for like a round to see what the automata does.
I think that's smart. I think we should all just hold.
If they enter into the room on the other side.
Can I use my action to, like, if we're all holding? I have engineering lore. Can Sugar Pea, because they have this incredibly useful disguise on right now, can she make an engineering lore to see if there are like any like directives or like words they can use to like power off or to like make themselves seem like would Byron have any command words or something like upon entering this space?
Alexa, shut down.
or just carry on, right? Because as a Songbird Strix, I get a +1 circumstance bonus to like on deception to impersonate and mimic voices, and then I have a +4 from the hat, and then I'm good at it. And so they're trying to see if there's a way to utilize all of the boons afforded us to kind of be like, carry on.
Yeah, I think I like this idea, and especially you guys learned that Byron was the person who opened the bank, like came in, opened the vault and stuff. So Byron would have to have some means of, you know, relaying to these entities back down. Okay. Okay. What I would say here is I can take this as a retroactive like society check.
Okay.
Or a diplomacy check to have gotten that information from Byron earlier, right? Like we'll just kind of insert like, oh, you know, as you guys got Byron drunk, as Asta, as the Vista twins were basically making sure that this guy had a night that he wouldn't remember, he started, you know, talking about his daily routine, and he might have mentioned something in there, right? Or if you wanted to use crafting, you could look for like an off switch or something.
Okay. I will do crafting.
Okay.
To which I add 8.
Okay.
Can't read you. 18 plus 8 is
18,
26.
26. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Do these things have an off switch?
Or a command word, or like.
Yeah. Now for whatever reason, the link to their sheet is.
They're gone.
I forget what game system it was.
I turned them off.
Yeah.
All of them just power down.
Demi Plain turned them off.
Oh no.
I forget which game system it was, but there was one that the McElroys and the Adventure Dome did. That
Blades in the Dark.
Was it that has the flashback?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool mechanic where you can like spend a resource to like flashback for information or an item or something that would be useful in the moment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like a core mechanic of the game.
I love that.
Okay, I got something. This is kind of fun.
What you got?
These creatures are clockworks. This is a creature family, right? Clockworks must be wound in order to have the energy to operate.
Oh. Can we unwind them?
So, that's would be the move. I would say it would be, because it's an unwinding kind of thing, it would have to be a 3-action thing. Like, you would have to get one positioned correctly so you could spend 3 actions to unwind it. But yeah,
I
that
got
would
it.
be a possibility.
Is it still my turn?
No, it's Sugar Pea's turn. So Sugar Pea has that information.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they
Sugar
can be
Pea
unwound.
will take an action then to point out that to the group.
Okay.
So everyone has that information now. One of their pieces of information was gleaning that, one of their actions. So the last action will just be to utilize stealth to maintain it or sustain.
To hide. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? Hang on. I just looked into the stat block a little bit more. I just didn't scroll down far enough after reading all this stuff about wind up. It actually has in here. Thank you, Paizo.
Oh,
It actually
shit.
has in here. A creature can attempt a disable device to wind a clockwork down. For each success, the clockwork loses 1 hour of operational time. This can be done even if the clockwork is in standby mode.
And it's a 2-action. That's amazing.
So
Okay.
So, but what we
So-
don't know is how many hours of like power they have
well,
right
you
now.
can. I'll say that Byron revealed that he also, when he comes in the morning, he rewinds them in the morning.
Okay, so they gotta be close then.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah,
midnight now. It's past midnight.
Yeah, so maybe more than 3, but
That
But
might
that'll
be the
depend on
move.
the roll.
So you tell us that with one of your actions, yes?
Yes, I use an action to point out.
Yeah, I definitely think this would be this would constitute point out level.
And
Yeah.
disable device is what kind of check?
It's a 2-action thieves toolkit check.
The thievery.
I would also
thievery.
allow for crafting here because
I'll take thievery
yeah,
over crafting.
I can do thievery.
I am
because you use crafting for clockworks with every other thing. I don't understand why you wouldn't use it for disable a device.
yeah, that makes sense.
Right. If that's the case, I can pop over to the one through on the other side of the bars. If you guys
Yeah.
can try to handle this one.
I think I can take the one behind the desk.
Can I use then my last action to assist Ramona?
Sure.
Just tell me like
Okay.
where the button is or something.
I think
With the white one.
yeah, there you get a whispered description of like the anatomy, which Bart, I imagine you're like, it's a little invasive.
Parts.
But yeah, that'll be
private.
that's my turn.
I
Okay,
didn't know you could
awesome.
do that.
Okay, I'll take my turn here. I held, so can
Yeah.
I?
You can.
Okay.
I have to roll to aid. I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah.
No, you're good.
I was like, oh, I just do it.
No, technically, you prepare a reaction to aid, so it doesn't.
Oh,
yeah,
then
like,
I
don't
don't.
worry, you're good. Yeah, because it. Who knows? Like shit may pop off in a way that doesn't happen, and you don't want to use your have spent your reaction.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I will readied that.
Yes, you are ready to aid. Okay. Yeah, Ramona, you could take your turn here. I'm just
I'm
moving
doing
the initiative order real quick. So you are just gonna be before Asta now.
So it'll be one action to sneak up to the thing that's facing the opposite direction, and 2 actions to attempt to disable.
Okay. Keep in mind with a sneak, you move half your movement speed.
Yeah, let me make sure I got that. So I was just positioned here. I mean, canonically we said that I was gonna be first. I was just positioned here, so I'm not on top of Sugar Pea.
Okay, yeah, and Sugar Pea, if you're cool with it, I think you can pretty much do your whole turn
Yeah.
from the space adjacent. So we'll just
Yeah.
have you guys have swap spots there real quick.
Okay, so speed is. I actually have a
So you need
I can't get me.
poop.
25 or well, actually no, you can kind of cut a diagonal here. You can get
So
20
big
feet would be
again.
the closest.
only
but-
get well. So hold on. 25 is my movement speed. Cut it in half for sneaking, but add 5 because of the mutagen. I get a +5 to my speed because of that mutagen I took.
Okay, so 30. So 15 is your movement
So
speed right now.
15. Let me make sure that's right. Plus 5 feet. Yeah.
Oh, clever. Yeah, that's the path. Nice job, Hannah.
Hell yeah.
That wasn't me, but thank you for whoever did that.
Yeah, whoever
You're
did that.
welcome.
Actually,
Ollie,
sorry, yeah.
thank you.
Ollie.
Thanks, Ollie. Okay, so I end up.
That was the move.
Wrong one. So I end up here, and I will attempt to disable.
Okay.
Thievery
Go ahead, disable device.
with a +1 from Sugar Pea.
I have to
Oh.
roll now.
Oh yeah, now we
Oh,
have
we
to
never
have
did
Sugar
that.
Pea roll.
Sorry.
It's lucky too. It looks like the robots are all just happening to look the other way.
How convenient.
14
Yeah,
plus
I
8,
noticed that.
which
14
is
plus
a number.
8. 22.
14 plus
22.
That'll give me a +1.
22. That'll be a +1. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm gonna use my hero point here.
This is the hero point here. Let's see it.
Much better. 23 total.
With a 23, you creep up along the edge of the wall, passing the vault. As this creature is standing, its light just kind of shining out in across the teller desk, and you kind of slinking in the shadows up behind it. You identify, there it is, the dial, just as Sugar Pea described. You reach forward, and drink, drink, drink. So, what was the total?
23.
Okay, 23. That's going to count as one success. So, it's going to lose an hour of operational time.
Okay.
Now,
we don't know exactly.
We don't know what its operational time is. Also, I am willing to say that this creature is not necessarily capable of like feeling touch like we would, right? So if you were stealthy to turn the crank, what's your stealth modifier?
It's +8 right now.
+8 right now. Let's see if the creature notices you
Okay.
messing with it back. That's a 3 on the dice.
Hey.
You don't see nothing.
Oh,
It does not. You are able to start. It's not turned off.
Okay.
But it has lost an hour of operational time. You're able
good.
to get that
That's
hour.
good.
Okay, and it hasn't noticed you yet. Okay, but Ramona, that is the end of your turn.
Oh god, I'm stuck here.
I was gonna say, you're kind of in a spot.
Okay. That's fine.
And Patrick is sitting there going, I thought we were gonna wait to watch how they moved.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
I'm just trying to take opportunities here.
Asta, you are up, and I think when your turn is done, we'll call our session here.
okay. Let me measure some stuff. Yeah, I think I just want to get myself in position over here.
Okay. Sneaking?
Yeah. I have 25 movement, so I just need to move. 25 by half is 12.5.
I think it rounds. Yeah, I think it rounds down to 10 though.
10? Okay.
Mechanically, it's like it's two squares basically.
Okay. So I can move right to the front door, and then
Yeah, remember, its second diagonal is always
yeah.
into.
Yeah. I'll just move up one spot and then use my mirror to move myself there.
Glint. Bink.
Asta is now in charge.
All right. Dean. Okay. So, so Buena kind of sneaks up past you, Bart and Sugar Pea, and as they slip around the door, you just kind of catch the little bit of glint. Sugar Pea just beep, and then over on the other side of the of that little passageway is Asta. Right? Or Buena? Did I get that wrong?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So, when we come back with our next session, we will be seeing how these clockwork bank securities will move because it'll be their turn next. And
What a bad trick.
we're in some spots. So,
Oh boy.
guys, players, thank you so much for playing. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out and watching. We're gonna head out for the evening, and hopefully by next time, maybe Hannah will have a webcam for the whole session.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
Hannah.
We're operating
It's all
on
good.
low
No,
tech.
it didn't mess up the overlay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It didn't mess with the overlay.
I was
Okay.
relieved.
Yeah. All right. As we head out here, let's do a quick round of goodbyes with our players. Let's start with Asta. Buena vista.
Well, hello. I have been Asta and Buena. You can find me as D Stratus on Blue Sky, where I draw some stuff and say some shit, and sometimes post pictures of myself in a little tank top lifting up big heavy weights.
Hot.
You know, whatever floats your boat. Just posted a picture of a character that I drew yesterday for our Terra Mahia game that we play here on every other Sunday.
Woohoo.
So go check it out. I drew Paul. He looks cowardly in a cute way. Yep, that's me.
All right. Bart.
Hello, my name's Bart. Actually, it's Patrick, but I'm playing Bart. You can find me probably not many places. Muckmeister on. If you ever see one of those floating around somewhere, that's probably me, unless there's another one somewhere. But having fun, playing some D&D, some Pathfinder with people that I don't get to play with a lot, so I'm having a great time. Thanks for having me.
Yay.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man. All right. You can't see her, but Hannah?
Hey, I'm
or
here.
Ramona?
I am here, I promise. Experiencing some camera difficulties, but having a blast nevertheless. Thanks for having me. Check us out on some other campaigns here on this channel. Sansi Saga, Unearthed Inheritance, New World Rebellion. We've got a Game Masters Library coming up next weekend where we chat all things Game Masters. It's going to be a really fun session, so join us for that. And that's me.
Awesome. All right. And Button.
Hello, I'm Button. Our Sugar Pea. I just short-circuited when you said that. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Blue Button on social media, and I have indeed been playing Sugar Pea. That's their name. When I'm not here, you can find me on this channel in the New World Rebellion campaign, where I play Amanita, and Unearthed Inheritance, where I play Cressida. We just filmed something neat this morning. And when I'm not on this channel, you can find me over on Tales Archived in the Known Realms Telesh campaign, where I play Echinacea Belrose, who's crashing out and cozying up to some spooky guys.
It's still my favorite description of Echinacea.
Crashing out.
Little wizard crashing out.
So relatable.
Come watch Echinacea crash out this Saturday.
Catch me tomorrow, crashing out.
Session title.
Hell yeah. Yeah, crashing on session time. All right, guys, I've been your GM. My name is David. My pronouns are he, him. You can catch me here as the game master of our Outlaws of Alkenstar series, and all of the Heroes of Hysteria games. That's Sansi Saga, that's Unearthed Inheritance, that is New World Rebellion, and in a lot of other projects on this channel. And then I'm also over at Tales Archived a lot. Just finished a great run as Whistle in the Known Realms Telesh campaign. But then I'm also in some upcoming projects over there. So keep your eyes on the horizon over at Tales Archived. Thank you guys. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Shh. Shh.